Hello guys, Static FA here. Welcome to a possible Minecraft model Let's Play. This is my first video on this channel, so whoever's watching, hope you enjoy, and let's just get to the video. Alright, so this is gonna be my inner voice for commentary this video, but as you can see, there's a lot of lag and glitches and possible lag spikes. That kind of just, well, actually that's happening because I'm not really too sure why. I think my Wi-Fi sucks, but you're just gonna have to just deal with it. But it doesn't happen that often. But anyways, just try to ignore it throughout the video. And here I'm currently digging some coal because gonna need some to make some torches. Well, technically I can't because I installed a mod where I have to light the torch with a flint and steel because I guess I just want to suffer. So, but I usually I have to craft the shovel first. So that's what I was gonna do here. Just and then you usually just craft the flint and steel with that. But I don't have iron, which was kind of the problem. Because I needed to go into a cave to actually get iron, but of course I don't have any light and the mobs do like hit like small trucks. So yeah, so I couldn't actually make the flint steel, which is really bad. And then this one, I was trying to hit the seagull because I thought it'd be really funny, and uh, and then I found this I don't know, whatever this like structure. It had a bunch of like coal blocks underneath it. I didn't want to mine it yet because I thought maybe having like a fortune pickaxe would be pretty good. But that would be late game though, so I just left all the coal. But then again, I can always go back and get it back. And I thought this all I thought this all was iron. So I basically mined it because I thought it was iron ore, but it wasn't. It was some kind of like bone. I don't know what it was, but yeah, it wasn't iron, so I got nothing. And I also found this hot air balloon. I don't know what it was, but I decided to tower to it because I just wanted to see what it was inside of. Maybe it was like a chest, and well, you'd be surprised because there was a chest inside of the hot air balloon. So you can see I'm currently actually you can see that sperm whale in the ocean. I don't know if they're violent towards me, but like just ignore that. But yeah, so it was actually probably booby trapped. So good thing I didn't open the chest before that, or else I would have probably died. I'm pretty high up on that hot air balloon. I also collect the wool so I can craft a bed so I can sleep through the night. Because I'm not too sure what kind of mobs will be spawning during the night. I'm not too like the mods I've downloaded were I don't have much knowledge of, so I'm just not gonna be at the night. I'm too scared. So I'm just gonna craft a bed, and so I'm just gonna go down this mountain. I also found this this kind of like tower. I don't know. It's like kind of half. It's part like half of it is kind of like sunken in the water. So it was kind of interesting. Oh yeah, my webcam did actually die for a few seconds, but it'll come up again. So you can blame me with my horrible remote recording equipment. Just try to ignore that for now. But so you can see I'm going up on top of it. There was this chest that was inside this kind of like box, and I saw the TNT on top of it. The problem was there was TNT at the bottom, and of course I had and because the my reaction was the first to get out of it, I didn't get any of the loot. It was really bad because there was like what, a diamond sword, like a diamond chest plate, like really like sucked I didn't get any of them, but honestly, I shouldn't even be getting this overpowered in the beginning and in the late game anyway, so I just went to bed. But there was a chest underneath it. It wasn't anything good, but it was sort of decent. I just got like a bunch of farming and seeds and all that stuff. There were also some spawners in the below the levels, including the one that I'm calling on. Maybe I could make an XP farm or out of it, maybe later in the game, so I can get some XP points to, I don't know, maybe enchant or whatever whatever this mod pack has to offer. And then around here, I'd probably would just make this as my like temporary base because I don't really have anywhere else to stay, so I decided to just stay here. I felt really a gap when I was placing the boat because I was gonna go out and travel a bit to find if there's anything interesting out there. Um, so and I'm gonna collect those redstone and horse armor later on. But yeah, food is kind of pretty bad at this stage. Well, there isn't any much animals as well around. Like I literally can't find any, so I'm gonna have to just make a farm and just do that. I'm not really too sure. And here is also me starting to learn how to use like Tinker's Construct because this mod is pretty interesting once you get to really learn it. I didn't really use it much before, so this is kind of like a learning stage for me to learn how to use all the tools and mechanics of this mod. So we got flint, bone, copper, quartz, and the one I chose was copper because it was, I don't know, it looked kind of interesting and I just wanted some kind of experience of using Tinker's Construct. I know copper, when I was recording this before, I knew that copper wasn't actually better than stone. It was literally the same level, but I wanted to at least have some kind of knowledge of what I was doing. So I just decided to get it anyway. So I needed to smell it first, so I had to make a furnace, but I would have it. But I decided to check out the other books that I had when I spawned in, which is like the animal dictionaries from the Alex mobs. There was a lot in that book, but I wasn't bothered to read it, and there was also the relationship one, but books are boring, so the only one that's actually pretty interesting is Construct. But here I'm smelting the copper and just I messed up. I took the copper. We're gonna take half of it, but I just decided to smell it. And oh yeah, making the patterns in the crafting table, and I was trying to figure out how to make the table because I didn't know how to make it. But here I'm making the pop builder, which is basically how you actually make the actual like tool components to make the actual like pickaxes, swords, and bows, all that stuff. But I needed the pattern and the copper. There's also the sperm whale again. I'm still scared of them. I don't know if they're actually like violent or not, but later on they're actually kind of harmless. So they don't really. I haven't actually attacked them yet, but I really don't want to find out because I'm scared of the ocean and all that stuff. And that is probably foreshadowing us at the Alex's Cave mod because that mod is crazy from what I've seen in other videos. So yeah, so here you see I'm crafting the copper pickaxe. That's sort of my first tool to crack from the mod, and I wasn't really sure what I was doing, so just needed to just look for the book, and you see I selected the pickaxe and I'm already made it. Now this is like, it was like the same level as a stone pickaxe, so it wasn't really any different. I decided to make the the Mattox. It's what his name was called. Maddox. I don't know. But it was basically like a multi-tool with a shovel, a hoe, and an axe, which was really cool and I think was awesome to have because let's be honest, having a bunch of other tools in one tool is sick. So I also decided to make a sword because it's always great to have any beginning of survival. And I actually saw there was a dagger, but I don't know, they were kind of mid. So I just focused on making a sword. But the reason why I made these tools was that I thought you could get some upgrades out of them. So because I've seen in other videos, or maybe it's just an older version, but you can finally get your upgrades from tools from just using them. So you can hear I'm making like a small farm using the Maddox to basically make it. But I ran out of seeds, so this is when I decided to go out and explore. There were these like seagulls that were like out here, and I decided to I started to insert my dominance over them. My game kind of lagged in this moment. But because the chunks were loading, so expect a lot of like lag spikes and freeze frames. So yeah, sorry about that, but there wasn't really anything I could do. Um, but I was really trying to find some iron during this time, trying to get like torches and from the beginning. But yeah, he was frozen at this moment. You're gonna have to just wait and uh, yeah. So there, I found this another hot air balloon near the ocean, and inside the chest, if the video actually loads. Sorry about this. Just my recording is really bad, but that's just how it is. I don't know how to fix it, so I might have to learn how to. I don't know. But the last one, but same as the last one, this one's also booby trapped, and I took the chest and all the loot was basically the same from the last one, but it's always great to have anyway. Uh, there was a whole bunch of sperm whales, and it always freaks me out. I installed a mod called Deeper Ocean, and this one just came up to me. It's like, I don't know, greet me or something. But I thought it was gonna eat me, so I just stared on the whole air balloon and just looked at it from a distance. But I was like really scared of this moment. You probably can't tell because like I'm moving my TV head. But yeah, I was actually pretty scared in this moment. I just hate the ocean so much. I also found this like while going back to my base to deposit all my loot. I found this like I don't know this like cave, this deposit, and it was like filled with these crystals. It was like similar to those amethyst like clusters, but instead these were called sea sky slime crystals. Like I don't know what used for, but I just had them anyway. I also saw this cave that maybe had some iron in it, so I decided to go up to it. And when I did, yeah, there were some skeletons inside of it instead, and I was freaking out. So I just ran out and like a scaredy cat. My difficulty on this is hard mode. So I really don't want to die. I mean, even though I'm not hardcore. I found these banana slugs, which is weird and I got the slime, which was, I don't know. I just thought it was gross. I just hit them anyway. But here, I don't know if you see it early in the video, but there was like this sunken ship, and I spotted it while on the hot air balloon, but I didn't have any resources to make the doors. And because I need like of course air pockets, this is kind of like a trick. Yep, literally everybody knows this. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I wanted to see what's inside of the sunken ship, so I just went inside of it, and it's actually a full one. So all three of the chests are here, and the first one I went to the I don't know this like sort of captain's quarters, And inside the chest there was a whole bunch of iron, which totally saved me from just finding it myself. But I also found something very special, which was the necrotic bash swasher, which was like a literal gun. I literally found a gun this early on, which was like awesome. And I also collected the other stuff, get carrots, potatoes, got the leather pants for fire protection. I got more seeds, and my webcam died again, but it came back. And I also went the other chest. This one for some reason glitched out, probably because my Wi-Fi is terrible. But you're gonna have to wait for it a bit, and it was kind of freaked me out a bit. It kind of scared me a bit because what happens next would probably is unexpected because uh yeah, you're gonna just have to find out yourself. You saw that? Yeah, that was the chest having a seizure. Yeah, that scared me, but it was fun. I got a loot anyway. So I was gonna go back to base, and this sperm whale came out of nowhere again, and it just like started following me, and I thought it was gonna kill me. Like, because like what it did next was that it came up to me, and it basically pushed me off my boat. Like, you just not see. See it? Yep, it basically pushed off my boat. I don't know how it happened, but it was like the scariest thing in my life, and I just boated off. So I'm going back to base, and the seagulls, I don't know why, I decided to do some test aiming with this new gun I have, and then out of nowhere this seagull came out to me, and they took my stew. And then I got an achievement for mine, and apparently I think that's a reference like seagulls like taking stuff. It literally took my stew, like my suspicious stew, and I literally burned myself out trying to kill the seagull. And all it dropped was a bunch of feathers when I killed it. So then next thing I know, I was basically shooting the others because I was so like, I don't know, I guess I was just annoyed that they just took my soup like that. And I probably just wasted a bunch of the ammo, but you know, it was fun to use anyway. So yeah. And after that, I just expanded my farm a bit and placed the new seeds. Webcam died again, so expect to see that a lot. This creeper just like was behind me, and I shot it once, and then my gun kind of like ran out of ammo. I don't know how to like fill it up again, so it's kind of just useless at this point, and I kind of just don't want to mess with the creeper because I know in hard mode you would instantly die without any armor, so I didn't want to mess with it right now. I was trying to figure out how to like fill it with ammo, but I didn't know. So I made a shield and went up to the creeper. I didn't want to destroy my farm, so I wanted to let it into the water, and then I just hit it once and almost destroyed my crops, but it didn't. So then I shouldn't have placed the seeds here. Yeah, place all the seeds I got from the sunken ship and the hot air balloon as a way for food source. And this is where I decided to end off the video as kind of my first episode. So